Just give me a minute to make sure everything's booted up. And nobody's on yet anyway. So. Here we go. All right, everyone. Well, here we go. We are live. If you're watching on YouTube, just put a thumbs up in the chat bar or smiley face or something like that so I can see that you're on. If you're watching in the future, then maybe you can comment too that you've seen or where you're tuning in from. So I'm Mark Alfano, Platinum 5 ambassador from Valara. And today, first of all, I just want to go over some things from last month. I call last month Miracle Month because we had a good, strong finish to the month. It didn't look like it was going to be in the beginning, but it actually turned out to be a decent month in the end. So everybody like woke up on the 28th and we had our miracle finish to the month. So it was good, guys. So I mean, don't ever give up on your month, and because it can turn on a dime. And what happens is, let me just do this real quick. And what happens is a lot of times is people will not run through the month and they get to this point where it's like too late. You know what I mean? So like, for example, I had a lot of people on my team. Oh, hang on a second. Hey, there's Christina. Hey, Christina.
Hey.
Just me and you. Anyway, all right. So we have some people probably, hopefully somebody tuning in live on YouTube. I don't have any chats or comments yet, but that's okay. You can watch this on the replay. Anyways, I was just talking about last month being the miracle month. You know, we were praying for a good, strong finish to the month, and thank God that it came through. But the thing is, guys, is our big numbers didn't come through till the 28th of the month. Okay, so the month itself looked like it was going to be a really, really flat month for the month of November. I mean, we had a great run all year long, and then November hit, and it was like, I don't know what happened. You know, people just lost focus or whatever, and maybe it's the holiday season. You know, that happens sometimes whenever people start shifting into, hey, it's Thanksgiving mode. We're having people over, and they forget about their business. Even though I teach is that you never leave your business, you know, unattended, even if it's during the holiday season. You know, you have people coming over that you haven't seen in a while. You know, maybe you're going to family's house or friend's house or having friends givings and things like that. And, you know, for us, we're always talking about our products, right? We're always talking about the fact that, you know, like if you came to my house right now and you had dinner, the first thing you would notice is our living water machine. It's right there. So living waters on the counter are just like yesterday we had company and they were like, oh, that's the new Aaron, sir, that's the new XL unit. I never saw it before. Look, it's white. And they're over there messing with the buttons and playing with the fan and stuff like that. So I mean, the fact that I'm using the product gets people to be interested in the product. Guess what? It could be Friendsgiving, Thanksgiving, having people over just for whatever, just Sunday afternoon dinner. And you could make that into an opportunity to talk about your business. You know, yeah, sure, that we love living water. I don't leave home without it. That's the like the nature of most conversations around the house whenever you have company, you know. Um, hey, where can I get a drink of water? Well, please don't take it from the refrigerator. We got it in a carafe in there. We'll fill you up a glass. It's so much better than what you can get on the tap, right? This is living water. We got some chilled for you. What's living water? Oh, well, you know, and then you can just do a quick spiel. You don't have to become like a used car salesman all of a sudden and like get out your flip chart and start going through the compensation plan and stuff like that. No, you just it's a part of my life. That's why I always say the key to success in any business is to be a product of the product. If you're not using the product, it's not sticky. You know what I mean? Like there's no stick factor to your business because the people say that you're not sold yourself. Enthusiasm, IASM, the last four letters is I am sold myself, right? I am sold myself. If you're not sold yourself on what you're doing, then it's time for you to find something else to do. If you're in Valara and you're still using, GNC vitamins or Vitamin Shop vitamins, or you're buying from, whoever, and it's not you've never been on our supplements, then you're really not sold on the fact that we have supplements that are good for you, and you're never going to sell them. You'll never talk about them. The GG for free will never ever work for you. Why? Because you're not sold on it. Why does GG for free work for me and Christina? Like we put four people in, there was a deadline. You got to put four people in. Now, unfortunately, I put two customers in instead of, like we did two consultants and two customers because I personally don't like to put people in my business if they're not, wanting to actually build a business. But that's just me. If you want to load up your team with 50,000 people who are just numbers, then go for it. But for me and Christina personally, we don't like to do that. So we put two and two last month. How many of you put anybody in? You know what I mean? I know Kim put people in. I know that who else, Christina? Janet. I think Janet had some free, people come in on the GG for free. So I'm watching the numbers come through, but overall, 99% of people don't do anything. And that's the nature of the business. So I was in a training. There was a whole Eric Worre training going on in Las Vegas, and I got to catch some of the clips from it, because friends of mine were at it and sending me some videos and things like that. And so I picked up some really good insight. And then I was in some other trainings, about network marketing in general, because this is my craft. This is what I do. I'm a direct seller, network marketer, and almost by trade. Even though I'm a chef and I work and I have multiple businesses and we make tiramisu and I cook. Like a lot of times it really frustrates me is when I call somebody and they're like, "Oh, I'm laser focused on my business." I can't chase two rabbits. You can't. You've got to do one or none. Which is a total lie. That's a lie. That it's not true, because I've always said if your rabbits run in the same direction, then you can chase as many rabbits as you want. Like you could say, well, I can't chase two rabbits. Well, then herd cattle then, because guess what? I can put 50,000 cattle in a field and I can move them any way I want to go. You just need a good cattle herding dog with you. You know what I mean? You need a good border collie to get out there and circle the cows and the sheep and run them in a group, right? And so like if you're like, well, Mark, I'm just so busy with building my bakery, I got a bakery business and that's all that I want to focus on. I want to be 100% focused. Then why can't you add something like Valar into the mix? Do you not take vitamins? Do you not breathe air? Do you not drink water? Do you not wash your clothes? Most likely you do. So does Mark have multiple streams of income? Absolutely. But does that mean that I can't be focused? No, I can be focused on everything because everything runs together, guys. So Valara needs to be one of those sheep out there in that field that you're corralling up and you're saying, okay, guys, we're moving in a direction. The direction is called financial freedom. How do I get to financial freedom? It's by putting all my boats, all my ships, all my herd together going towards the same common goal, right? So I have a tiramisu company. You could say, well, Mark, you're double-minded, because you're trying to focus on building how are you ever going to be successful building a tiramisu business when you're also doing catering and you're working for other chefs and you're helping out for this event, you're doing ministry and you're doing travel and you're building this business and that business and Valar business, and how could you ever be successful in anything? Guess what? I'm going to be successful in everything I do because the Bible says that everything I touch will prosper. Everything I put my hand to is going to prosper. It doesn't say one thing that you put your hand to is going to prosper. So that being said, I know a lot of you have a full-time job, right? I know a lot of you are selling patches and doing vitamins and doing this and that and the other thing. That's fine. Do what you do. But make sure that you're keeping Valar in the mix. Just the other day, Christine and I were at the grocery store. Very rare. Okay, this is a very rare occasion because normally we don't go to the grocery store as a family. Normally I just go do what we got to do. But we were all there together, and a guy comes up to me and he hands me a card for his barber shop. And I said, oh, that's great. He's like, yeah, I'm the owner. We just opened here. You can take $10 off or whatever your next haircut. And I was like, wow, that's awesome. And I said, Christine, go get him. And so obviously Christina's going to go pray with this guy and get him saved. And then, but not just that, she says, hey, because guess what? We're ministry too. So I mean, you say, oh man, I can't chase two rabbits. So I'm either going to get this guy saved and pray for him, or I'm going to tell him about my business. No, man, just go for it. Right? Do what you got to do, you know? And so sure enough, she goes, hey, you have a barber shop. Well, we sell air sanitizers. It'd be there's a lot of chemicals and VOCs in the air and whatever, whatever, whatever. And not only that, this guy is just launching a business. So you don't think he needs to make money? So you think I'm just going to go and sell him a $1,500, XL? No, I'm going to teach him about a business opportunity that he could actually have 2 or 3 XLs sitting in his shop. And when people come in and go, what is that machine over there? Well, that's actually keeping the air clean. And guys, listen, we got to shift gears in our business. We have to. If you're ever gonna make it to the top of this industry, you've got to be on the front end of the wave. Like you can't be like, well, I haven't looked at my Velar business in 2 years. Tell me what's going on. No, you need to be in the know. We need to shift out of the easy stuff. Like, man, I'm gonna focus on Air and Surface Pro. All I see is Air and Surface Pro orders coming in, right? ASP BOGO. Everybody's buying ASP BOGO, right? Why? Because it's low hanging fruit. It's easy. Who's going to stretch themselves and say, no, I'm done with ASPs. I'm moving to XLs. But Mark, it's easier to sell an ASP. We sold them for years, and now they're only $800. But yeah, you sold them for $1,500, no problem. Now what happens? Why can't you transition into the XLs for $1,500, right? And why would I want to transition? Because it's a way better product. I mean, the quality of the fan, the quality of the cells, the reach of the unit, the look of the unit, right? I can get one for a great big house. Why wouldn't I want it? Why wouldn't I want to have that in my house? You know what I mean? Why wouldn't I want to start somebody in my business on a pro pack with 2 XLs, a water and a laundry, and then $75 off of nutrition? Okay. Well, I don't know. You know why? Because most people don't have enthusiasm. They're not sold themselves. People will come to me, Mark, I'm trying to recruit people into my business, but nobody wants to join. I don't know how to close. Can you teach me how to close the deal? Yeah, be enthusiastic about what you're doing. You have to figure out what it is you're excited about. If you figure out what it is you're excited about, then guess what's going to happen? Then people are going to get excited with you. People buy based on you. It's all about body language. It's all about what are you portraying? Do you really believe in what you're selling? That's why for me, like people come to me with opportunity. Oh, you need to sell whatever, you need to do this product because it's going to make you look younger and it's going to do whatever. Hey, look, man, if I'm not sold on the product, I can't sell the product. I mean, and listen, I've had friends call me up and they're like, you need to join this business and do that business. And I'll do it. Like I just out of courtesy to a friend, you know what I mean? If a friend calls me, I don't ever blow off a friend. Like if a friend calls me, I'll do my due diligence. I'll take the time. I'll study. Some businesses, I'll just join it. I'll say, okay, send me the link. Let me sign up. Let me see if it's going to work for me. And then I test the product out and I see if I like the product. I check the customer service. I really get into it. The functionality of I've done it. My years ago, my trainer got me into Juice Plus, and my son was eating gummy bears and we were eating, our vegetable pills. But the problem is I didn't know how to turn the thing off. My trainer left and I didn't know. I mean, he just signed me up, auto ship. Like 2 years later, $6,000 in the hole or whatever, and a closet full of gummy bears, and that's the way most network marketing businesses go. But guess what? I wasn't sold on it. I mean, I took the pills, but I wasn't sold on it. Like it wasn't like, man, I feel different or it's making my hair go blacker or whatever. None of that. Some people love it. Good for you. But I didn't. Guess what? I never sold it. I mean, I liked the tower garden thing. I thought that'd be really cool. But then I lived in an apartment. Where am I going to put a 6-foot garden? I travel a lot. I'm going to leave my house for 2 months at a time, right? So that's why most opportunities don't work, is because I'm not excited about it. So I tell people, look, I'm brutally honest. My wife will tell you that, right? If I don't like it, I can't sell it because I'm too honest about it. I just can't do it. I just, I'm going to tell you straight up, like, no, I'm so sorry. I did it. I tried it. I don't like it. It doesn't work for me. And on to the next one. I'm never going to waste anybody's time. If you came to me with the latest and greatest thing, I don't care who you are. You could be the Pope, you know, you could be the president of the United States. Oh, Mark, I found this business and you would kill it in it. Sure, I would. Because remember what I told you, whatever I touch will prosper. Whatever my hand touches will prosper. Wherever my foot treads, I'll possess the land. So sure, I'm going to prosper in your latest and greatest business that just came out. But the question is, do I really want to just make money? Because if it's just about making money, there's a lot of other things I could be doing. Right? If it's just about making money, if that's all that life boiled down to was, well, it's just about making money. I don't care about making money. I really don't. I care about financial freedom, time freedom, being with my family, living the lifestyle that I want to live. I care about being happy, having peace more than I care about making money. Money will come if you follow your passion. Money will come if you're excited about what you do every day. I was in door-to-door sales. I hated it. I hated it. I mean, I hated it with a passion. Like I couldn't stand being out there on the doors, right? I did it because I had to do it. The only days I had joy in door sales is when I sold a unit or I sold two, three, four systems to somebody. You know what I mean? Like I'd have a day I sold two, then I was excited about it. When I could see people who like I sold security systems, and when I get a call from somebody that the system saved them from getting their car stolen, that got me excited about the business. I'd have little sparks of enthusiasm, but it didn't keep me in the business. You know why? Because overall, the cons outweighed the pros in that business. Walking, 32,000 steps a day through neighborhoods with people who hated me being in their neighborhood. People pulling guns on me, shoving me off their porch, cussing me out, chasing me out of the neighborhood, calling the police on me. That outweighed the joy I got from the sale. You understand? So if you're not excited about what you do, there's no staying power in what you do. What gets me excited about Valara? See, Valara is a different business because to me, Valara is one of these hybrids where it's network marketing, but it's really not. Okay. Because you could legitimately make a full-time living just going out and selling the product. This is really an old school direct sales business. This is like they actually, I don't want to say a bad word, like, but they're actually not good at the network marketing business at all. And I mean, I'm just being real with you. They're not good at it. They don't do pins, they don't do recognition well. I went to Platinum 5. I had to call them and ask, hey, am I supposed to get a plaque? Like, what the heck's going on? 2 years later, they send you a plaque. Oh, well, we stopped that program for a while. Like, there's really no set system to make this a network marketing model that is like, but what they're really good at, good product, good customer service for the most part, and good pay. And that to me is what keeps me sticking in the business, right? It's good. I can stand behind the product all day long. Oh yeah, but Mark, I bought a XL, or I bought a Aaron Service Pro and the fan stopped working after a year. So what? That's where good customer service comes in. Call the company. Get it. They'll say keep it. We'll send you a brand new one. So if you have a good product, good pay, good customer service, that's sticking power. And then if you're using that good product and you've experienced a good customer service and you've gotten some good pay, you're never going to leave. You're never going to go, right? And so like I coined the phrase of going a 90-day blitz. Not that people like to use my terminology, whatever. If you're don't have an original idea, that's cool. But you know what? That's what I do. I've been doing it since 2000 and actually since before that, since 1998, 99. When I started in my first direct sales opportunity, that's what I did. I blitzed it. 90 days, go all in, do everything, work hard, sponsor people in your business, sell tons of product, book trade shows, do whatever it takes for 90 straight days. And then after 90 days, you should be at one of the highest ranks in the business, right? And you should be making good residual income, and it should be your full-time job. If you do a 90-day blitz. If you go all in. So I was on a training the other day and a guy said to be in the top 2% in the world of network marketing, the top 2% in the world of network marketing, you have to only sponsor 10 personal people in your business. 10. And you're in the top 2% in the entire world. Because nobody does anything in network marketing. Nobody does anything. I mean, like, if you look at the figures, about 70% of people who join never do anything. So if you do 10, you're in the top 2% in the entire world. How many of you have put 10 people in your business? Well, guess what? They've made it a no-brainer. It's free to join. Doesn't cost a dime. And they're going to give them $100 worth of product. Pay for shipping, everything. And guess what? Can you go between now and the end of December, put 10 people in your business? Yeah, you could. Actually, if you really pressed in, you could probably do it by the end of today. And you could be in the top 2% of all network marketing. What time's the next call? Okay. So think about that. Think about the fact that you right now have the ability to take yourself from average to the elite, not by what your team does, but by what you personally do. I mean, think about this. If we 10x'd our business between now and the end of this month, 10x'd it, okay? So let's just look at it. I'm a numbers guy, so I like to play with numbers. Okay, so let's say I have 2,000 people on my team on average. It's probably more than that, but I haven't really looked at the final number. Times 10. If everybody in, that's 20,000 people. That's just the first level. So if 20,000 people, if 2,000 people all got 10 between now and the end of the month, our team would go from 2 to 20. Now let's say that 20,000 people all came in with a subscribe and save and join, and let's say 50% of the, let's say 20% of them stuck. Okay, so I'm gonna take 20,000 times 10%. Let's say I say 20%. Okay, let's go back to 20,000 times 20% is 400. Right, let's see, 20,000. I messed this up. Times 20% is 4,000. So let's say 4,000 people stick. Times, say, 60 points on average. That's 240,000 points in January. 240,000 points. Now let's just run the math on 240,000 points times 20%. It's $48,000 income for you in the month of January. That's if that's for me, 48 grand. If I 10x my business. Does that get you excited a little bit? I mean, I know for me it does. It gets me excited. But let's just say you're like, well, but Mark, I don't have anybody in my business. Like, how's that going to make? I'm not going to make 48,000. I only have me. That's it. Okay, so go get 10. You know, go out and put 10 in your business between now and the end of the month. And let's say January they all stick. So now you're looking at 10 times 60. It's times 10. That's 600 points coming into your team next month. 600 times 20%. 120 extra dollars. Oh man, but I can't pay my Christmas off with 120. Yeah, because you didn't do nothing for the year. You just now picked up your business. So it's not a get rich quick opportunity. But that's just your residual income, guys. That's residual income based on vitamins. If that's all that they did. If that's all that we did. But they're not just going to do that. Because what's going to happen is they're going to join. They're going to join, and then they're going to buy a BOGO because it's the easiest thing to do, right? They're going to buy a BOGO. They're going to buy a water bottle. They're going to buy a personal unit. They're going to buy a vehicle unit. But if they're on my team, they're going to come in on a pro pack, and then they're going to get the free. So if you did that 10 times between now, let's just do that, right? Let's just do a pro pack, which is let's just round it off, and say the average person makes about $400 on a pro pack. We'll make it $450. So the average person makes about $450 income when they sign something in a pro pack. So if I took that times 10 new people this month, that's $4,500 in income. Now we're talking, guys. So look, you can lead with GG for free, but if there's no actual money coming in, now listen, I just told you can put 10 in and be in the top because that's a fact. You can literally put, like, Kim is in the top. She's a top 2%er because she's put in probably, I don't even know how many this year on the GG for free. I mean, I know there's people put 50 in, people put 100 in. I could go through my numbers and I could tell you, how many people we've personally sponsored into our business, and it's huge. You know what I mean? If I and it's not like Pastor Eric huge, like I don't know how many thousands of people he's personally put in. So he's in the top, like, the top percent, right? So if I go into my enrollment tree personally, and I look at it, I put 105 people in my business since I started. That makes me a top 1%. That's why we're Platinum 5 ambassadors. That's why, we won a trip to Stockholm. That's why, we won a trip to Vail. That's why we've made a 6-year income for the last 3 years in the business. Is not because I'm below average. It's because Christine and I are above average, because we're not just doing the 10 minimum, we're crushing the 10 minimum. That's it. Well, but more people. I don't, that's all you do. No, no, no. I have a lot of things I do. I mean, if I showed you my work schedule, and I showed you our ministry schedule, and I showed you my travel schedule, and I showed you all the things that I do in the course of my day, and then you said that you do more than me, I would be willing to bet that I'm working a little bit harder, that I'm doing a little bit more. And I'm not trying to brag on it, but what I'm saying is that busy people get it done. Busy people find out, like Tony Utegard, for example, at our church. The guy's one of the busiest people I ever meet, and the guy's constantly working, constantly. He's all, and he finds time to run a pool table business and a hotel furniture business and a accounting firm and build the church pavilion and the balconies and not help out with somebody in Orlando. So you could say, well, Tony, you can't chase 2 rabbits. Well, how come he's chasing successfully like 18 rabbits? How's he doing it? Because busy people get it done. So don't say that you're too busy. It's not busy. It rhymes with busy, and it starts with an L. And I tell people that all the time. It's not like I'm going to be hard on you and say, well, you're just lazy. No, it's a lazy mentality of I can't do more than one thing. But yet you could come home and you can watch, Hannity on Fox and for 4 hours at night, and sit veg out in front of the fridge, in front of the TV set on your reclining chair, and say, oh, I'm just so busy, Mark. I put in an 8-hour day at work, and listen, I worked corporate America for a while, and half the time I was sitting on my, sitting in the break room, bored, walking around the office, talking to people. Man, I could be at work and I could be shooting texts out, boom, 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 boom. Hey, I work at Home Depot. Great. On your break, in the break room, talk to people. If you meet somebody in the parking lot, talk to people, meet people, be motivated, move, because guess what? Home Depot, you're JOB, you're just over broke, you're working at that restaurant, helping this person. None of that's going to set you free financially. None of it's going to help you hit that goal of like, what is my common goal? Where's my herd moving? Which direction is of the sheep being, moving in? All my ships are in alignment. They're all moving. All my ducks are now in a row. It's towards financial freedom. It's towards time freedom. It's towards, being with my families, living the life that I want to live. I'm the type of person, I'd rather work 100 hours a week for myself than work 40 hours a week for somebody else. That's just me. But you know why people are satisfied with their job? Because of security. It's secure. They know if I put in 40 hours a week, I get X pay, and that's it. It's security. So they're afraid. It really boils down to fear and doubt. Fear and doubt is what takes people out of success in a business like this. Fear and doubt. What are people going to say? Somebody's going to call it a pyramid scheme. That person's going to say it's a Ponzi and a scam. They don't do the. Who cares, guys? Doubt takes you out of action, but action takes you out of doubt. You just got to flip that mindset. Get out of doubt, move into action, and hit your goal this month. Your goal this month, and I'm going to set it for you, between now and the end of the month, is to bring 10 new people in the business. And don't go easy on me. Don't just put them in for free on the GG for free. I'm talking like shoot for 10 coming in on a pro pack. Set people up for success. Don't set people up for failure. And you'll have the greatest January you've ever had. And 2024 can be the greatest year in your life. And I'll see you on the rewards trip, or whatever the next one is. I mean, if they're going to Stockholm this year because it's a 100th anniversary, who knows where they go next year? And who cares where they go next year? We want to be there, and I want you to be there, because if you experience something like that, then enthusiasm kicks in. You'll be over the top sold, and nothing's going to take you out of the game. All right, guys, listen, I've been promising you. I used to go an hour. I only go a half hour. I'm right at a half an hour right now. So we pray blessings on you, just like we do every time. I pray in the name of Jesus that your business is prosperous and successful, that you have a strong finish in 2023, that 2024 will be the greatest year of your life. And God, I pray right now in Jesus' name that you bring people into their path today that are hungry for the business, that are looking for an opportunity, and are ready to move. Amen.
Amen. We love you. Bless you.
Bye.